Ever since it was originally announced, fighting game fans have been looking forward to Street Fighter Cross Tekken with a sense of cautious optimism. The gameplay always looked fast and furious, but some were worried about how new features like the gem system would affect the delicate fighting balance. However, fret not, as after spending a good deal of time with the game, we can tell you that Street Fighter Cross Tekken is now here, and it's spectacular. The game boasts a fairly traditional arcade mode, bookended with 2 cutscenes and a boss battle thrown into the mix, a customary mission mode for completing fights with certain objectives and limitations imposed, and a trial mode that lets you hone your skills. The collection of modes here is nothing to write home about, but the arcade mode features the fight request option from Street Fighter 4 that allows anyone to virtually put their quarters up and challenge you online mid-game, which is a great, authentic touch. Graphically, Street Fighter Cross Tekken looks great, reflecting the general over-the-top style of Street Fighter 4, while giving the Tekken crew a once-over to reflect the former's visual style. The super art moves look fantastic, and the bright flashing colors and crazy animations fit in with the series' recent theme. As far as the fighting mechanics are concerned, Street Fighter Cross Tekken nails it. The game combines the fluidity and frenetic pace of the Street Fighter franchise, along with some original Tekken moves, like manual throws and a tag system not unlike Tekken Tag Tournament. There are a few new mechanics added in as well, including the ability to tag in your teammate in the middle of a combo without missing a beat, supercharge moves that let you do EX special moves and super art moves without consuming your cross gauge, the Hail Mary Pass Last Resort move that is Pandora mode, and more tweaks to the tried and tested Street Fighter formula. The biggest challenge made to Street Fighter Cross Tekken was the inclusion of gems, a preset loadout of buffs that give you boosts in strength and speed, as well as make some moves easier to pull off. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to be a fan of the gem system, and to be sure, they do affect the balance of the game's fluid and fast combat. You'd be right to wonder why Capcom would add something like gems and make them so they can't actually be deactivated through the options. However, they're not quite the game-breaking harbinger of doom that many thought they'd be. The assist gems grant you some passive buffs, like auto-block and auto-cancel, and actually do debuff your character enough to make an odds-evening difference in matches. And skilled players will have no trouble tearing through their defensive and passive effects. The boost gems activate after certain conditions have been met, and give you a boost to your speed, attack, and defense power. Street Fighter Cross Tekken is a blast to play, offering some of the tightest and most fluid combat that either franchise in the crossover has offered in years. The pacing and speed are fantastic, and the roster of fighters from each respective series is impressive. Street Fighter Cross Tekken is a fantastic fighter that more than capably shows how far the Street Fighter series has come in recent years, and is one of its best offerings to date. For more on Street Fighter Cross Tekken, head over to IGN.com.